I've often asked many who research the global cult, why do they hate us so much? With their ultimate goal to lower the world's population in our billions, what sort of psychopathic mind can do that and still sleep at night? Well, what if these cult members truly believe that what they are doing is for the greater good? You only have to look at the climate change zealots and those who turned in their neighbours during the pandemic lockdowns to know that people are capable of convincing themselves that their cold behaviour is justified and for the greater good. An horrific example of this mass delusional panic would be the Scottish witch trials from 1563 to 1730, started under the reign of King James VI of Scotland. Artist and lawyer Laura Graham hopes to keep the story of these young women, such as Agnes Sampson, alive, as well as trying to understand how someone like King James VI can be so sadistic all the while thinking they are doing the right thing in the name of their God. Just a quick look at his book, Demonology, tells us how one man, if given enough power, can frighten others into committing the most horrific acts, whilst convincing themselves it's both moral and for the greater good. King James believed that the devil operated within our world through a secret pact in the form of a deal between humans and the devil, a deal to do all the harm they could to humanity. And it was only men like him, believing he had God-given powers, who could stop these agents of the devil. After experiencing the trauma of his ship sinking during a storm, he blamed 200 women in North Berwick, Scotland, who he believed had travelled to this spot on Halloween night and conjured up the storm to kill him and his wife. This was the first of 5 great witch panics, and in Edinburgh a total of 4,500 people were accused of witchcraft, with 2,000 people put to death through burning or hanging. Their confessions were forced out of them through torture techniques, these poor souls choosing to end the pain with a lie, knowing full well that they would be killed. They just wanted the pain to stop. What kind of energetic imprint has been left behind in Edinburgh from the thousands of innocent lives lost? Remember, this is from the man who edited and wrote the most popular version of the Bible you read today, the King James Version. Any pagan or Wicca practices were seen as the work of the devil, as many Christians still believe it is today. The Gnostics and later the Cathars were treated the same way. Was it childhood trauma that caused King James to lash out in fear this way? The royal families truly do believe they have been chosen by God to govern man. This can be seen on the crest of Balmoral, which clearly shows the sigil of Saturn. All in all, as hard as it is to believe, it appears King James VI saw himself as a saviour and as a defender of humanity against the devil. And although we live in modern times, the COVID panic made it very clear that this behaviour still lays dormant in humanity if the right buttons are pushed and the appropriate gaslights lit.